How did Christianity make it around this planet? Well, you do just like your father does it, don't you? Apples don't fall far from the tree. God was doing all the murdering and killing, so did the people. The people followed the book of the Bible, letter, word for word, and then what they do, they went around this planet and murdering every indigenous culture until they got the Christianity on every single continent. Christianity is literally spread by and murder and rape. If you don't believe this, just pick up a history book. Just go to the library and pick up a history book. You'll find out. During the papal inquisitions, when Rome was extending its power and trying to take over the entire planet, they slaughtered and killed over 80 million people under the Pope's orders. Various popes over the years. 80 million people slaughtered, murdered, killed. The museums for the Inquisitions still exist. You can go into Rome and you can go to museums where you see the tools that they would use on people. They would use a pope's spear and insert it into a woman's vagina. And then that spear would pop open inside the vagina and explode from the inside because she wasn't ready to believe in the Catholic religion. They would take a pyramid with a spire on top, or a very long needle, steel. They would raise the man up, bound him by his hands, raise him up, and then they would roll him down onto that spire through his and roll him back up again, and roll him back down again, and roll him back up again until he died. This is how they got the town to say, man, we better follow this stuff or this is going to be us. They would take and go to an indigenous culture. Every continent has been attacked by these people. They go out and every continent you could think of, they show up with the, oh, we're here to bring you the good news. And then the next thing you know, you get pillaged. They take the chief of the town, bring the chief to the center of the town, call everybody down. Then they burn the chief or kill the chief or torture him in front of everyone and say, now you learn our language and you learn our religion or this is going to happen to you. And that's how Christianity got spread around the planet. It didn't get spread by love and all the good vibes and all this kind of stuff. And we bring in the gospel and the good news to the planet. No, it got spread by torture, murder, killing. And then after that happened to that first generation, but the second generation and the third generation comes, now they're born right into it. They automatically are into it. They're automatically into it. That's it. They're done. They're in. They're in. They're hook, line, and sinker. They're done. That's their new dogma. That's their new belief system. And then they're going to teach it on and on and on and on and on. These people were geniuses, how they put this thing together. Absolute geniuses. That's neuroscience at the highest level. They applied that neuroscience through this text, manipulated it, and used it to manipulate the entire planet, which generates today trillions of dollars globally. Globally, trillions of dollars. And people that are running around here, dropping on their knees and begging for all this stuff. And that's not even how that they got you thinking that's how you're supposed to pray. Drop down on your knees and weep and beg the Lord to give you this and beg the Lord to give you that. That's not how it works. You haven't read the text. You haven't read the ancient tablets. And you haven't read the parts of the Bible that they didn't corrupt, that they forgot to take out. Like the fact that you are God's. You forgot about that, didn't you? That you yourself are God. And that Jesus said, you will do greater things than me. Oh, you forgot about that, didn't you? And all these people, he never said that. Well, listen, anybody on here who want to challenge me and challenge my wisdom, you're more than welcome. Because I guarantee you, you won't be able to even come close to what I know about this book. You won't be able to even come close. You won't be in the same category because your total level of knowledge is only the Bible. You have never read a Sumerian tablet. You have never read a papyrus. You have never read a cuneiform tablet. You have never read ancient texts of any type, Indian Vedas. You've never read the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita. You've never read any of the Indian Vedas. You don't even know the source material for the teachings of Jesus, which come out of the Emerald Tablets. You've never read the Emerald Tablets. You've never read any of these things. And so your only base source of knowledge is a concordance and a modern day Bible, which is an absolute joke. An absolute joke. An absolute joke. It can be pulled apart, torn apart, and broken down within just a few minutes.
By Compendium of the Emerald Tablets by Billy Carson.